The psychology behind gaslighting. An overview. What is gaslighting? Gradual distortion of truth. Avoiding responsibility. Shifting blame. Sowing seeds of doubt in your mind. Lying and manipulating facts. Invalidating your feelings and experiences. Getting you to question your sanity. Hiding their true intentions. Twisting reality to suit their narrative. Insisting you're overly sensitive. Neglecting your emotions and well-being. Gaslighting is emotional abuse. Gaslighting is a form of emotional and mental abuse in which the abuser questions or denies the victim's reality, making them doubt themselves in order to deflect from their own guilt and bad behavior. Because you are being manipulated into believed something that is not true, that you are the bad, irrational, or abusive person in the situation, or that things you know are true or not. Gaslighting can make you feel crazy. If someone is gaslighting you, you may literally question your own sanity and story believing in yourself. Gaslighting can sound like, "You need help. You're so emotional. I never did that. You're the one who was lying. Why are you even here if you think I'm so terrible, then? Stop feeling sorry for yourself. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. That's a false accusation. Don't get upset over nothing. Why are you so defensive all the time? I wouldn't have done that to you. I didn't mean it like that, obviously. You're always twisting things. You're remembering things wrong. It's not a big deal. It's your fault. I was just joking. You sound so crazy. You're imagining things. You're so dramatic." Subcategories of gaslighting. Classic gaslighting. The manipulator consistently denies reality, facts, or victim's feelings and experiences, making the victim question their own perception of events. Example: "That never happened. You're imagining things." Gaslighting by proxy. The manipulator involves a third party, like friends or family, to back up their distorted version of reality. Example: "Even your friends agree that you're too sensitive." Gaslighting through humor. The manipulator makes hurtful comments and when confronted insists they were just joking, suggesting the victim being overly sensitive. Example: "I was just joking. Can't you take a joke?" Love bombing and gaslighting. The manipulator showers the victim with excessive affection to gain trust, but later uses that bond to distort the victim's reality. Example: "I'm the only one who loves you this much. No one else would ever put up with you." Gaslighting by contradiction. The manipulator persistently contradicts the victim's recollection of events, eroding their confidence in their memory and judgment. Example: "You never said that. I distinctly remember you saying." The opposite. Minimization gaslighting. The manipulator downplays or trivializes the victim's emotions, experiences or concerns, making them feel like they are overreacting or being irrational. Example: "You're making a big deal out of nothing." Signs you are a victim of gaslighting. You often feel confused and have a hard time making simple decisions. You feel like you are not good enough and that everything you do is wrong. You feel less confident and more anxious than you used to be. You are wondering if you are too sensitive. You are constantly second-guessing yourself. You often apologize for what you are or what you do. You are feeling powerless and isolated from your family and friends. You feel hopeless and can't enjoy life. How to reparent yourself. Get clear on your part. If you think you're being gaslit, ask yourself, why might I be participating in this? What truth am I trying to avoid and why? Stay grounded in reality. You do this by focusing on physical senses, what you see, hear, taste, touch, rather than focusing on what you think or remember. Do not try to convince the gaslighter. Narcissism and gaslighting are both based on dual fantasy, not on dual reality. Trying to explain, convince, show proof, have the recordings, show the photos, is a dead end. Start telling yourself the truth. The more you're able to accept and adapt to reality, the better you'll be able to withstand gaslighting and to be able to recover from the emotional abuse. Share your experience with a trusted listener. You need to reach out to a friend, a loved one, a professional, to show you what's true and how to effectively distance yourself from threatening feelings without distorting reality. Never isolate yourself from people you trust. How to extinguish gaslighting. Recognize the pattern of undermining behavior. Gaslighting only works when a victim isn't aware of it. Once you become alert to the pattern, it will not affect you as much. You may be able to say to yourself, "Here we go again," and shrug it off. Remember that the gaslighting isn't about you. It's about the gaslighters. Insecurity, need for control and power. In order to feel equal, superior and safe, they need to feel they have the upper hand. They may have other coping skills to negotiate differences, but that doesn't excuse the behavior. Ways to respond to gaslighting. I know what I experienced and you can't convince me otherwise. The way I feel is not up for debate. I'm not responding to hurtful comments which are undermining how I feel. We clearly remember things differently. Let's agree to disagree. I've heard your point of view many times and I still don't agree with it. My truth is different regardless of what you say. I hear that your intention was to make a jacko, and the impact was hurtful. I feel like I'm not being heard, and I want some space. I'm making this decision for myself. I'm finding it difficult to keep discussing this. I want to figure things out for myself. This is my experience and these are my emotions. Follow for more. Subscribe.